So now we turn to the final award before the recording of the year, and we turn now to the DVD award with the following nominations. Puccini's Il Trittico starring Ava Maria Westbrook, Lucio Gallo, and many more with the Royal Opera House Chorus and Orchestra under Sir Antonio Pappano, and that's on the Opus Arte label. On Naïve, Massenet's Don Quixote, filmed at Brussels La Monnaie, starring José Van Damme, Sylvia Tros Santa Fe, and more with the La Monnaie Orchestra and Chorus under Mark Minkowski. And Bach's St. Matthew Passion in a ritualization by Peter Sellers at Berlin's Philharmonic, performed by Mark Padmore, Magdalena Kozina, Christian Gerhaher, Thomas Quasthoff, and more with the Berlin Philharmonic and Radio Choir, conducted by Sir Simon Rattle, and that's on the Berlin Philharmonic's own label.
Now, the winning film, the judges thought, added a completely unexpected dimension to a very familiar masterpiece. Blistering performances from a first-class cast, in many cases, they thought, giving the performances of their lives. Skilled filming captured the ambience from inside the venue, revealing a rapt audience and shining a radiant light on singers and instrumentalists, all of whom learned the entire score, incidentally. The winning DVD takes us back to the Philharmonie in Berlin. It's Peter Sellers' ritualization of J.S. Bach's St. Matthew Passion, conducted by Sir Simon Rattle.
So let's see an extract from this winning DVD. As you know, Sir Simon was unable to be here today, but he recorded this video for us at the Philharmonie in Berlin, and you'll see why we weren't able to play a video by him earlier.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from Berlin. And it's the simplest thing in a way, just to say thank you for these two wonderful awards, and for pieces that are very close to our hearts, and both, in a way, pieces which were rather controversial. Because you have no idea how many people begged me, if I was going to do Bach's St. Matthew Passion, not to do a staging, and particularly not to do a staging with Peter Sellers. And it turned out to be one of the most profoundly moving things any of us have ever been involved with, really unforgettable. And so we're very, very happy that this is enshrined in a DVD for permanently. And of course the Brooklyn Ninth, which actually I was not begged not to do this in its complete four-movement version. And I have now to say my deepest thanks to Nicholas Arnoncourt, who told me, Simon, please look at the sketches for the last movement. There's so much wonderful Bruckner there. I've done what he wrote, but there is a completion. Maybe you would like to do it. So thank you, Nicholas, and even more, thank you, Bruckner, and thank you, the extraordinary team of four who made this finale come to life. And whatever one thinks of the piece, it gives you an idea of actually what Bruckner had in mind and the sheer scale of what he had in mind. And for all of us, this was another great experience. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Thank you so much.
Sir Simon expecting us to go on all afternoon. We are joined. You will carry on after this, I'm sure. You always do. We're absolutely thrilled that from this wonderful film we can welcome the evangelist, the tenor Mark Padmore.
Thank you. I'd just like to say how sort of ridiculously pleased and privileged I feel to receive an award on behalf of the Berlin Philharmonic and Simon Rattle. This was an extraordinary production. As Simon said, various people had great doubts about its wisdom. But I think, as Oliver mentioned at the beginning of this afternoon, there's a great recording of the John Passion just out from John Butt and the Dunedin Consort, a liturgical reconstruction with very small forces and wonderful insight from a musicological point of view. I think what this award says to me is that this music, none of us can ever know well enough. It is greater than all of us. It can speak to each and every one of us, each and every member of the public, if only we take it seriously and have something to say with it. I will spend my life, I hope, singing Bach, and I feel immensely privileged and lucky to be able to do that. And I do want to say a particular thanks to Peter Sellers. He is a maverick. He's got very strange hair. But he is a really wonderful man who bears his soul when you work with him and makes something like this really worthwhile. He knows this piece almost better than anybody I know, from a theological, from a spiritual perspective, from a musical perspective. And I think that comes through more than anything, is the commitment of the most wonderful players in the world, a great team of soloists and an extraordinary choir. So we were all incredibly lucky to be part of this, and thank you very much for this award.